Recording. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, and welcome to Ask Me About Kpop, the essential guide for recent converts and season fans alike. My name is Shannon.
And I'm Angelica.
And welcome to our next segment of 2020 analysis, quarter two.
Quarter two, quarterly reports, taking this year and breaking it down into easily digestible chunks.
But this chunk, is it easy
It
to...
doesn't feel easily digestible. I take that back.
It's so much. And I feel like it's going to get worse. Like this one is like 10 songs more than the last one.
And we didn't even keep everything on it. Like we took off some R&B art. I didn't include like hip hop artists. We're a K-pop podcast, damn it.
Yeah.
And blog.
Yeah, it's a blog. But yeah, as much as I will, just a disclaimer, we are trying to be thorough, but I know things are left out. We missed a boy group debut last quarter. We're trying, but it isn't everything. There's so much. So yeah, let's
without further ado
kick it off.
Here we go.
April 1st, April Fool's Day. It is a debut. New boy group. TOO. It is TOO. It is not two. Reason for Being Benevolence is the name of their debut album. And the single was called Magnolia. Yes, TOO, it was formed on a reality show called World Class with a K. We talked about them before because there were 27 cutouts of them at KCON.
Yeah, and we thought that they were like a massive group. But that was going to be NCT, which we'll get to later. So the trends to note, there aren't many. It mostly felt like a 2019 trends with the plants inside and the neon bars that we noted last year. But I did note a slight cowboy agenda and that there was one leather Western shirt in one of the looks. I would argue only after making this list, there seems to be a trend in album titles of having something : something else so that it's an absurdly long album title. That's a 20. I don't know if maybe it's larger than 2020, but it's prevalent.
I would agree. Also on the first, Alexa released a single called Do or Die. Alexa has never come up on the podcast before somehow. I don't know how. She debuted last year. She's half Russian and half Korean, and she's from Oklahoma.
Yes.
But she was on Produce 48 and has since debuted as a solo artist.
She slipped under the radar because we don't usually include female soloists in our girl groups.
Oh, that's true, because we do groups.
We've never thought about that before.
It should possibly be amended.
We'll circle back.
But the vibe of this music video is like a future warrior, and she's like fighting people in plague doctor masks, which I was like,
it's very topical? I would watch that anime.
Right? Yeah, very shiny metallic lasers, future stuff. Also on April 1st, news item, Jaejung from JYJ, who came up in the last quarter for suddenly having a number one after years away, said that he had COVID-19 as an April Fool's joke. And therefore, because of this, all former TVXQs are disgraced. He ruined the last bit of good name they had. So, bummer. Not a good joke, bruh.
Yeah, no one laughed.
On the second, OneWe put out 3 quarters, and the single was called Q, and it featured Hwasa of Mamamoo. Sultry vibes, and yeah, that's a no makeup Hwasa with sweater boys, garage band, just a nice time,
a nice mood.
On the 6th, this is a big one. Max Changmin released his first full solo album.
Yeah, solo debut.
15, 16 years into his career with Chocolate. celebrity hair, Changmin.
I saw somebody describe this album as just because you can do things with your voice doesn't mean you should. And I have to say, for the record, hard disagree.
Yes.
This EP is great.
It's great.
The song is amazing.
The song is amazing.
Things can be funny and great at the same time, you guys.
They absolutely
That's TVXQ's charm.
It is their charm.
Things can be hilarious and cheesy and also great.
Yes, I totally agree. Yeah. Spoiler alert, but like perfect album. And it feels like 1,000 years. This is one of those things that I'm like, this was this year.
This was this year.
Yeah. My only note was that choker though that he's wearing in the music video. So many great looks on the stage.
And then he wore that like net sweater that Joshua Hong from 17 wore not a few months later.
Just saying, still
For
an
anyone
influencer.
that doesn't believe me, his thought capabilities.
Taking after
one
Max.
Shim Changmin is a crime we will not overlook.
Also on the 6th of April, that's
where we're at, April.
Idol came back with I Trust, and the single was Oh My God. This one was scary. I feel like that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I remember recommending it to a coworker when they had been watching Poppy videos. Poppy is like I don't know, she's got famous on the internet and now she makes pop music and it's like creepy. It has like a creepy doll person. Anyway, creepy culty goo dripping on people and like and the veiled piles of dancers like writhing around. I wondered if that is that a potential like trend, because it comes up 2 more times in this quarter, like
with
piles of bodies.
Yes, I also noted that perhaps like backup dancers that are just veiled in general, maybe, or like masked in some way, seemed to be a trend that we like hadn't really noted before. But we'll keep note of it. We'll keep track.
Yeah, for sure.
Writhing bodies and veiled dancers.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Weird stuff happening, guys. But also so many iJewels. Gotta write them down. On the 7th, new girl group Signature, who debuted last quarter, put out a second single called Asa. This one, again, some more like carryover in 2019 trends, lots of neon plant vibes, but they wear some pretty cool kind of masculine 2 different white and black suits in the music video that I thought were worth noting as a good style choice.
There's a lot of really great female suits in this year, just in general.
On the 9th, Winner, who last quarter put out a pre-release, did that release, and it is called Remember. So as the title suggests, that one is memory based. The members are like looking at pictures and it's intercut with like old concert footage, and like it's one of those just nice remember all of our times kind of songs.
Pleasant.
On the 13th, A-Pink released an album entitled Look, and the single is Dum Da Dum. So here's a sound title to go on the list of sound titles.
Yes.
And I wrote, I don't know if this is an argument to be made, but I wrote allusions to retro with that very amazing and specific rich color palette of the train scenes.
Yeah, I was going to say the train and sort of I feel like even though as a whole it's not a retro concept, the way that they're styled in the music video and in that train scene is so like, it has the same overt like almost like theatrical retroness that a lot of the other retro concepts we'll see later on in the year have. So I feel like there's some parallels there.
There's parallels.
Even if you can't nail down a specific decade.
Mm-hmm. And just another note, really exceptional eye glitter and jewel looks in this one. Just the glamour, the sparkles. I feel like in general, just like sparkles is another like 2020 thing. Like everybody was using
everybody has been glittery.
That filter that makes the light reflect back even brighter, I feel like, is just kind of on everything. All right. On the 14th, it's debut time again. New boy group, Gravity, with again a title, Season 1, Hideout / Remember Who We Are.
Yeah. So long.
And this single is called Break All the Rules.
Let's break all the rules. Let's break all the rules.
All right. So last quarter, where we were saying that one of those boy groups last quarter had debuted as like nice boys in puffy jackets. Gravity debuted as like shirtless suit boys with shiny shirts in glowing boxes of varying sizes.
Yeah, it was a dramatic debut.
For sure. So welcome, Gravity. On the 18th, another noted charting drama OST. Jo Jung-suk from the Hospital Playlist OST with the single Aloha.
'Cause your love is so sweet. You are my everything. 전날 밤에 난 꿈에 젖어. 하는 말이 아냐. 난 변한.
So this song, like songs on the Reply 1997 soundtrack, is actually a remake by that co-ed group Cool. This original one came out in 2001, and this version...
Oh, I didn't understand this note when you said remake of 2001 Cool song. I thought that was just you editorializing that it was a cool song.
No! I mean, it is a cool song.
I mean, it is, because it's kind of like, it's like dated in the way that like that Setchki's song is dated.
Yes.
No, but there was a group named Cool. I remember it was very hard to find information about them.
Because of that
cool K-pop group.
Exactly. Yeah, so this song spent 3 weeks at #1 on the Gaon chart. On the 20th, GOT7 came back with an album entitled Die, and the single was Not by the Moon. Luxury drama. Yeah, and this is where I wrote also culty and is piling as a pile of writhing body is a trend too. Because
they are both piled and veiled.
Yes.
Check.
Both.
Yeah. I feel like those usually go hand in hand.
They do. And I also wrote, does the covered wagon outro of the music video count as Cowboy Agenda? Because for some reason at the end of this music video, they are riding away in a covered wagon.
Which I always sort of interpreted more, it always felt more Shakespearean to me.
Oh, interesting.
Because they're wearing very like pillowy shirts.
They are.
And they have that dramatic ass like Shakespearean intro to the music video.
And there is more of a royalty concept to this than anything. But the covered wagon was just an interesting choice.
It was.
On the 21st, we have another debut. H&D came out with Soulmate, and the single is Soul.
These boys were both meant to be in X1, and therefore I mark this as another 2020 trend, which is horny X1s.
Okay.
And their horny debuts.
All right.
Because there's a lot of them this year, and this is one.
Okay. We'll stay on board.
Yeah. Also, backup dancers with covered faces.
There you go. Yeah, that's a jam. That's fun. Big baggy silk pajama looks.
Yeah.
Love that.
They had their baggy silk pajama looks had the sash that went all the way down like the boys in Kingdom.
Yes, and there's like,
With
and
the
it was
little
dip
dip
dyed a little
dye.
at the bottom for
Yes.
flair. I like that.
Beautiful.
On the 22nd, girl group April came back with an album entitled Da Capo, and the single was La La Li La La. La La Li La La. Yes, that's right. This was April's first release in 2 years. So,
Yes, I thought it was interesting seeing their name on it because I was like, I know I remembered them, but
yeah,
interesting.
they hadn't been around for a while, but sound
Welcome
title.
back. Yeah,
La La Li La
sound
La. On the 23rd, former Wonder Girls member Hot Felt put out her solo album 1719, and the single I chose, I think she released quite a few.
She released several.
But the first one was Satellite.
Excellent album. That song is very different from the other songs on the album.
Yeah, I feel like we found several ways to refrigerator to wreck that album this year.
Yeah,
we've brought it up
It
a
was
bunch.
good. I liked it.
On the 23rd,
Yeah, the same day.
Mamamoo member Solar came out with her solo debut called Spit It Out.
Fire, fire, fire. 뜨거운 뉴스로 뱉어. 빨간 내 입술로 뱉어. Up, down, down, woman.
Definitely Cowboy Agenda in the song, in
Yes.
the sound of that. You are like, I can hear the horses clopping.
Yes.
And the lasso a whirling.
Nothing aesthetically, but sonically,
Yeah.
that is Cowboy Agenda.
Hear the tumbleweed a tumbling.
Yes, but Solar created a bit of a splash with this one because she released teaser images where she was bald.
Yeah, she looked awesome.
It's only like one moment in the music video. Mostly she's wearing a very long blonde wig and the rest of it. But yeah, bald.
Yeah, she was bald and veiled.
Well, there you go. And yes, this was a TikTok.
There was a TikTok.
challenge. Not the next day. It's a whole week later. On the 27th, Oh My Girl released Nonstop, and the single was also called Nonstop. This song peaked at number 2 on Gaon and won 8 music show trophies, so it was a bit of a moment. Also, just noting, there's a B-side on this album called Dolphin that also charted really high and became a TikTok trend later in the summer when Subin of TXT and member Arin, who host Music Bank together, did a little co-ed version, and then that version like blew up on TikTok.
Yes.
So just noting for the history. But yeah, I think this music video has our most blatant and direct version of Cowboy Agenda so far. Because there's a scene, like the music video is like the girls going on like adventures with the teddy bear, like fantasy adventures. And one of them is they have like a showdown at the OK Corral with the teddy bear. And they're all wearing like rhinestone cowboy hats. It's very overt. And also denim. There's a separate denim look that isn't the cowboy look
Isn't
even.
Cowboys. Great. Love it.
So many trends. On that same day, the 27th, Chungha put out a pre-release, Stay Tonight.
힙한 향기에 또 취하고 멈추지 않아도 돼 stay.
Man, conveyor belt.
Man belt. A man bear belt.
What more can you ask for?
What more can you ask for?
On the 28th, GWSN released The Keys, and the single is called Bazooka. That's another one with a lot of last year trends again.
Yeah.
On the 28th,
Same day.
In fact, LL with the single Lie.
She said you're lie 거짓말이야.
Yeah, I didn't notice any overt trends in that one, but I thought that it was fun.
It's groovy.
The drop is not what you think it's going to be, which I found interesting.
Yeah,
But it also felt a little bit dated in a way I couldn't quite put my finger on.
for sure.
But yeah, in fact. The very next day, NCT Dream puts out Reload with the single Ride It.
Plastic, neon, graffiti, glittery bomber jackets. That's all we
Was
got.
this the first instance of tough dreamies? I don't know.
I truly couldn't tell you that. I don't
Just
know
curious.
enough about Dream.
Me either.
On the 30th, I just noted for news and for myself, on the 30th is when Road to Kingdom premiered.
Use it for me.
And just that was a highlight of 2020. I really enjoyed watching Road to Kingdom, so I'm glad it came on. Now it's time for May. We're doing it. 30 minutes in. All right. On the 4th, Astro came back with Gateway, and the single is called Knock. Yeah, the only potential like trend or thing that I noted that comes up a few times this year is dancing in shallow water in the music video. Moonbin does one of those, and Bomi did one earlier in the Dum
Yes,
Da
in
Dum
Dum
music
Da Dum.
video. So that's something. On the same day, on the 4th, the Taeyeon album that had been previously delayed came out, and the single is called Happy.
오늘 밤은 happy 포근하니까 얼어있던 계절은 너와 내 온기에 녹아들고.
Timeless Taeyeon, that's all I had to write.
That song reminds me of like a 50s song. With the little like sort of boom, 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 boom in the background. It's very pleasant. I like it a lot.
On the 6th, another big moment for the year, IU put out a single entitled 8 featuring Suga of BTS.
버린 기억 속을 여행해 흐르는 오렌지 태양 아래 그림자 없이 함께 정말
This song was number 1 in 5 countries when it came out. IU is IU.
Yeah, and pair her with the BTS. She's
I mean,
unstoppable.
unstoppable. Oh yeah, that song makes me fucking sad, but it is good. On the 11th, Newest came out with The Nocturne, and the single is I'm in Trouble, and we are in trouble.
So baby, oh, oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. 비밀을 만들고 싶어졌어. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. So baby, ooh.
There's tummies in this one.
Tummies. Yes, great crop jackets, nice little ab peakies, good stage costumes. This comeback was the shit. We're not supposed to get into opinions, but
it
I already
was.
did. It was great.
On the same day, day 6 came back with The Book of Us, the Demon, and the single is called Zombie.
Oh, I became a zombie. 난 또 가라 정처 없이. 내일도 들을 것 없.
That's on What a Mama the other night.
Oh, congratulations, day 6.
On the 13th, Polpargansa came out with Puberty Book 2, gross. That's not part of it, but ew.
I couldn't even listen to the title. Without that one did have a colon. I think it's colon like PUM or something like that. I don't know. I hate that they use the word puberty. It's a gross word.
It is so gross. The single was called Hug.
기분 좋은 바람이 후 하고 불어오면 내 맘도 후하 너가 보고 싶어 내게로 달려갈래
Now, Polpagansa, previous to this, had been known as the most popular duo in all of Korea, but this release was the first, as they are now only one girl. The other girl bailed. She didn't feel like she was getting the same treatment, so she left, and the other one is taking it on by herself.
Damn.
So there you go.
All right.
On that same day, girl group Bandit released Carnival, and the single is called Jungle. A trend to note here is there are full red Lukes in the music video. They also have a really great Luke where they all have capes on their dresses. I just really like capes and think there should be more excuses for capes in life.
Capes are always fun. They had a real dramatic flair.
For sure. On the 15th, we noted this in the girl group debuts. So Woo-ah debuted with a single also called Woo-ah. On the 18th, TXT released The Dream Chapter Eternity. And the single's English title is Can't You See Me?
Can't you see me? My body connected, say believe me. 버텨버린 내 맘을 come and feel me.
Whistle song.
Yes, whistle trend.
Trend note.
Spotted.
But I just noticed watching the music video just then that like they grow by the end of the year because there are crop tops in the music video, but they are wearing tucked in t-shirts. So they took the tummies out by the time the year was over.
Interesting. They were also still wearing like shorts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In
Little
like a very
boy
boyish
shorts.
way. But yeah, and then we'll watch them blossom into cowboys. From schoolboys to cowboys.
What a year for TXT. Also on the 18th, bit of news, that is when the 97 liner friends, your Jungkook, your Mingyu, your Jaehyun, and Anu from Astro all had to issue public apologies because they had been out in Itaewon and there was a COVID outbreak.
Yeah.
And they had to say they were sorry for being irresponsible citizens.
Yep.
On the 19th, NCT 127 repacked their previous album, and this one was called Neo Zone The Final Round. Colon The Final Round. The single is called Punch. Yeah, a lot of leather, motorcycle jackets, racing. I think racing jackets in general are kind of a trend.
For sure.
Tron
Had a real
lasers.
Tron vibe.
Two girl group debuts on that same day that we covered in the girl group episode. So Red Square debuted with Colorful and Secret Number debuted with Who Dis. On the 20th, my boy Crush put out a single called Mayday featuring Joy from Red Velvet.
Mayday 전화기라 yeah, yeah. 생각에 잠겨낸 널 yeah, yeah. 생각에 전화기라 yeah. 괜찮아
Music video filmed in Crush's house. Quarantine music video with the dogs.
If you want real wholesome quarantine content, check out anything Crush has put out this year on YouTube or TikTok because it's all adorable and mostly features his dogs.
He loves his dogs.
Equally starring his dogs and his desire for a girlfriend.
I also just have to note it because I can't think of another time it will come up. But my favorite rhyme of 2020, maybe ever actually, is in this song. Crush rhymes uno, dos, tres with you know the stress. And I think that's fucking genius. And I just I just love it. I love Crush. He was my like number 3 on my Spotify Wrapped.
Wow.
Like I really, Crush is always there for me, man.
Yeah. Good guy.
It was his debut anniversary yesterday. He's in the military. Good boy.
Aw, goodbye, Crush.
All right. 21st, only one of. This album or concept or thing is called Produced by Brackets Part 1.
Yeah. I think it's an EP.
And the single was called Angel.
I love Only One Of.
I know.
They're They're so good. If you want a good K-pop TikTok group, this is the one.
They are
Their
so funny on
TikToks are
TikTok.
so funny. They're so funny. There are a lot of people that I've seen that become their fans because of TikTok. Anyway, they do really good covers as well. But the song was fun. The music video had like a retro concept because it was all like old, like early 2000s.
90 chat windows and stuff.
Like Hyuna'ing.
Yes.
But the styling was not really
Just
retro.
neon.
Yeah,
It was
just
just
neon.
like neon. And there's like a girl who's like an angel, has angel wings on
They
in the
all
music
they had
video.
like stickers on their
Oh, the
faces.
stickers on
A lot
the
of stickers on their
faces.
faces.
Yes.
Which actually several groups have done this year. Stickers on their
sure.
faces. Anyway.
Same day, another OST, also from Hospital Playlist, also sung by an actor on Hospital Playlist. This time it was the female lead, Jeon Mi-do, and her single was called I Knew Love.
우리 처음 만난 그날에
This is another remake. This song was from 2006. I believe that this drama was about like people who worked at a hospital that had been friends since medical school. So I think it spanned a lot of time, which usually means like
Sure, you get
old school covers.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah. So that one spent 2 weeks at number one. On the 22nd, August D, which is the stage name of Suga from BTS, released his mixtape D2, and the single is called Dechita. Potential trend in this is like a historical music video, and I feel like fashion hanbok and just like Korean traditional like concepts was kind of a thing. Like this is the first one on the list so far, but I feel like there will be more. So
I can think of two others off the top of my head.
the crashy one from last time had that for
Oh,
sure.
you're right. You're right. Okay, that makes three then.
All right,
All right. Okay.
noted.
Noted.
On the 25th, Kim Woo-sok debuted with First Desire brackets Greed, and the single is called Red Moon.
숨이 차오르는 red light 하나 같은 두 그림자 한순간도 내게서 벗어나고 싶어
So this is an Uptension / X1.
Yes, who went solo, didn't get to debut in X1, so is joining the ranks of horny X1ers. There's a red Luke in this music video, and it's a, shout out to that boy's belly button and also face jewelry. He wears some...
I love those weird face
Face
chains.
necklaces.
Baekhyun,
Yeah.
I think of them as Baekhyuns.
Yeah, the face necklace. This one has like a crazy nose bridge. And then it almost like glasses.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's really neat. I saw like an interview the other day that Baekhyun was saying the face necklace was his own idea. He was like, I just thought it would look cool if I draped it over my face. And I was like, really?
Well, speaking of that devil, he's next on the
Oh
list.
my goodness, Baekhyun sneaking up on us.
With his second album called Delight, and the single is Candy.
Girl, I'm your candy 기가 막힌 chemistry 어른스러운 시나몬 좀 웃기는 뭘 더 원해
I like that song shouts out to Pop Rocks. I like Pop Rocks. Underrated candy.
I saw a TikTok the other day of somebody using Pop Rock strawberry bubble gum to try to make a cocktail, like a Baekhyun candy cocktail, like using those things that he listed. Anyway, like we said last week, I guess he stole the whole concept of this music video
Yes.
from Kang Daniel.
Yeah,
The-
Kong Daniel Part 2 comes back.
The
very
theater
next
that
month.
they're in Baekhyun's video, though, is like spray painted with graffiti and run down.
Yes, that's true.
Kang Daniels is very classy still, and they're getting like chased
That's
by
true.
the
They're getting
security
chased
guard.
by
He's
the
like,
security
get out of here.
guard. Yeah.
Whereas Baekhyun and his no good neck friends broke into this
They broke into
abandoned
this
place
abandoned
to flirty
one.
dance with each other.
Yeah, and make those
Eyes.
eyes.
I see you.
See you making those eyes.
All right, the 25th still isn't over
Nope.
because there's another debut. This is a boy group called DKB, and their debut single is called Still.
I love you.
Nothing trendy to note because it's a very low budge debut box video, but they're dancing real hard and they're trying hard, and the song is pleasant. So
Good luck to these boys.
on the 26th, an important moment for us that we've talked for hours about at this point. Monsta X released Fantasia X, and the single is called Fantasia.
Fantasia!
Feel me raising, feel what I'm blazing. 다시 기억해내. Fantasia. Let me be your fantasy. Bring it back, back, back.
Yeah, more writhing bodies. This is the third writhing body in this quarter.
Yeah, writhing bodies, heavy royalty concept, and cowboy agenda of the most vicious.
Of the most
variety.
vicious. Because, yeah, that I remember that teaser image of Juan in the fringe jacket with the hat and the Panthers. And it was like, oh my God, this cowboy royalty concept.
Yes, cowboy royalty is like an AU I didn't know I needed, but
Right?
I like it.
It works.
I'll read those fanfics. No, I'm just kidding.
As another note, we haven't had one yet in this list, but we noted it a bunch last quarter. A whoa in the
Yes.
chorus of that one. On that same day, One We released One, and the single is called End of Spring.
Rhinestone disco hoedown.
Yeah. Sonically cowboy agenda.
Yeah.
They're just being hot boys in the desert in the music video, but like, listen to that. That's a hoedown song.
It is. I just did a two-step to it.
I saw it. It worked. All right, last thing in May. Moonbyul of Mamamoo repacked her solo debut Moon with a single called Absence.
맘을 밀어내 yeah, yeah. 어제와는 다른 이유가 나도 모르게 죽고 있나.
Oh, so beautiful. Beautiful. Great suits, black
Great
and white,
suits.
dancing slow.
It's a good one. I
Good
liked
stuff.
it.
All right, it's time for June. Here we go. On the 1st of June, Twice released More and More.
You don't say more, 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 and more. 멈추지 못해 more, 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 and more. 그러니 한 번 더. I wanna have more, more, more.
Grown Up Twice continuing to slay, but I wrote as a potential trend, even though this is pretty unique, is I feel like they're very patterned boho dresses, and they're like, everybody has like light waves and like long hair. It feels very 70s and like a boho hippie kind of
It did
way.
feel very 70s. I thought the cut of a lot of their dresses with the off the shoulder and the sort of like drapey, like peasanty sleeve and skirts were also in the dum da da dum when they're in the water, but
The
theirs
belted.
weren't patterned. Yeah, the belty ones. The shape of both of those costumes are very similar. But yeah, this was a great album. I liked it.
On the 2nd, Victon released Mayday, and the single was called Mayday.
그들의 가둔 척 game, game. Tell me. Fire of a mayday. But activate fire of a mayday.
We got Victon earlier this year in the random game, and that's the music video that we watched.
It's their most viewed so far.
Flight suits in that one round building. You know the one.
Yeah.
That one. On the 8th of June, Super Junior Cry released When We Were Us.
빛나던 계절 가슴 가득 아름답게 내리던 비와 몇 번을 다시 돌아
Drama. I wrote as a slight joke / dig for Super Junior, but repurposed shiny sets is what I wrote when I would watch this music video, because it's like the story of like TVs and the like paned windows from Countless and that Boa music video. Like, I think they just pulled the sets out of the SM Garage for Super Junior
Shuffled
Cry.
a couple different things. The same day, Han Sung-woo debuted, made a solo debut with Twilight Zone and the single Sacrifice.
It's better if you never go. I just gotta sacrifice. 날 내버려둬 like it now. Oh, she's mine.
This is a Victon / X1 who went solo and adds to the ranks of the horny X1s. Mm-hmm. These are your notes, aren't they? Drama, nudity, dancing in shallow water.
Yep.
Yeah, I added it's the X1. I'm telling you.
There's a
Yeah,
pattern.
it's a
It
pattern.
seems that way.
It's a pattern.
We have another solo debut on that day. This time it was So Eun-kwang from B2B with Forest: Entrance. And the single is called No One Knows.
아무도 모른다 누구도 내 마음을 환한 미소 지어 보이며 난 웃음 짓
Nice ballad.
Beautiful.
Music video, he's in the countryside, riding a
Yeah.
bicycle.
This is a B2B.
Just vibes.
Yeah. The other day in one of our previous episodes, I think I said a BTU, or what did I say? I said like a B. I really, really messed up their name, and I can't remember how I messed it up, but it was like a I don't know. I said something really stupid. I'm sorry,
Tob.
B2OB fan.
B2B?
Oh my God.
B2B?
That's what I said. I think I said B. No, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
I fucked it up before. I'm sorry, you guys. B2B. This was a B2B who went solo.
News item for the 8th of June. Member of AB6 Youngmin left the group after a DUI scandal. So AB6 is now a 4-member group.
They were pretty new. They're pretty new, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe that their leader, the one we put in our Shine movie, was in 101. So they're from that
Okay. Gotcha.
era.
Gotcha.
Yeah. On the 9th, Cosmic Girls came back with Neverland, and the single was Butterfly.
화려하진 않아도 자유로워 Fly like butterfly 조금 다쳐도 괜찮아 더 높이 날
I can think of at least 3 songs called Butterfly that have come out since we did a Butterfly
Butterfly
battle. Like, I think we're
Yeah.
getting close to having
do another one.
10 again.
We could.
I watched every single stage of this comeback because the choreo included a cape flick for the butterfly of it. So they had so many different outfits with like delicate capes. And so I had to watch everyone to be like, what are their little capes going to look
That
like?
was exactly the word I was thinking of. Delicate. The capes were so beautiful and delicate. They were made of like lace and they had scalloped edges. And like, the girls would wear these like fingerless gloves. They looked they looked like fairy tale characters.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was
Those stage
lovely.
outfits were gorgeous.
On the 9th, we have another debut. This is Elast. That has a apostrophe between the E and the L. Daydream is the name of their debut, and the single was called Swear.
사라져버렸어 다 헛된 꿈 사라져버렸어 다 헛된 꿈 모든 것은 과거에 묻혔어
Yeah, this one has like a very muted color palette, I noticed. And they're wearing those like puffy pirate shirts, and one of the boys does like barefoot drama ballet.
Yeah. Yeah. Dramatic debut.
On the 10th, girl group Daya came back with Flower 4 Seasons, and the single is called Hug You.
너를 기다려 언젠간 만날 우리 스쳐 지나간 봄날처럼 뛰는 벚꽃 아래서 밝게 빛나던 여름처럼
My note for this one was Fairy Idols in a Field. What a throwback.
Yes, this felt like an old A-Pink music video and kind of sounds like an old A-Pink song, too.
It does, actually. Yeah. So Daya, also on that same day, the 10th, and Flying came back with So, and the single is called Oh Really. those cute and flyings.
Yes, those straight hotties.
They're so cute.
They are.
And that music
fun
video
song.
has like a fun home shopping concept, and they have nerd glasses and stuff.
Yeah. And I love the chorus where they just go, Chincharo!
All right. Same day, the 10th, Hazy came back with Lyricist.
저주를 받은 듯해 들려주고 싶지 아마도 써야만 돼 메모해야만 돼 넌 원하지 않는다 이거 저주 옆에서처럼 알면서도
Ugh, Hazy and her bossa nova like cafe music. I
Cool
love it.
cafe bossa nova vibes.
On the 11th, Momoland released a special track called Starry Night.
두드지는 밤 Starry night 꽃잎도 잠드는 시간 Starry night 숨겨왔던 나의 바람을 모두 다
Yeah, this one didn't have a music video. It was just a special track. But fan song from Momoland. On the 15th, Eyes One came back with One Lyric Diary. Who knows how to say that? I don't know if it's a real word, but the single is called Secret Story of the Swan.
It's oniric, and it is related to or pertaining to dreams.
Wow.
Onirology is the scientific study of dreams.
Wow, we're all learning things.
Thanks, Ice One.
Yeah. Really incredible eye jewels in this music video. On the 17th, Stray Kids came out with Go Live, and the single is God's Menu.
망설이지 말고 비벼 네 손님 이게 우리
Those Stray Kids really grew on me this year, I gotta say. I can tell them apart from the 80s now.
Wow, we're all learning
Look at me.
something.
I love the part in this music video where they're wearing the chef outfits inexplicably. I
Yeah.
think it's really fun.
I think they're great. And the concept of this music video is just so unique. Like the chef outfits, the like martial arty chef outfits, the hazmat suits, the marching band, the NASCAR. There's just like so many things happening.
And the song is really crazy.
It got me hype. It was
Yeah,
one of
it's
my
a-
like gotta get hype songs this year. So thanks for that, Stray Kids, for getting me hype. Also same day, 17th.
They are called D-once,
Okay.
according to the Hangul.
Okay.
D-once. Yeah.
It looks like dice with a one, but
Yes,
I get it.
I kept thinking that too, but it's D-once. And they came out with Draw You, Remember You, and the single was called Draw You.
희미한 불빛 속에서 선명하게 네가 보여 난 너를 그린다 자꾸만 부른다
I wrote that this music video is a magnificent color palette.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. The music video is lovely. The song is beautiful. D-once, I don't know anything about you, but the song was lovely.
Same day, Nature released Nature World: Code M, and the single is called Girls. This one had a very overt spooky concept. The music video even has a censored and uncensored version because there's like eye needles and like scary spooky doll stuff.
Very creepy.
Yeah, so they were going for like nightgowny looks to go with the
Haunted
spooky girl
mansion.
thing. Yes, of course. On the next day, the 18th, Wiki Miki released Hide and Seek, and the single is called Oopsie.
어쩌지 없이 천천히 해 멋있고 건너는 말해 역동친 내 심장 소리를 비밀로 간직해줄게
Whistles.
And ooze.
Yep. This is one of the only choreos I learned this year. Personal note. And yes, the eye jewels in this.
And great lady suits.
Lady suits, the particular perfect high-waisted pant cuts.
Yes, the high-waisted pants in these stages were beautiful.
On the 22nd, 17 released Hengare, and the single was Left and Right.
기분 좋을 땐 걱정 없이 저도 확실하게 follow me. Left and right.
90s-ish retro styling, I see you wrote. I guess so, ish. It's definitely not a retro concept. It's like a very, I don't know, it's a weird hodgepodge. Let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks kind of vibe. They didn't really have a cohesive color palette. I hated
We
all of the
controversially
costumes
did
for
not
this.
enjoy the
I
stage
didn't
looks.
like any of them except for one who's crop top. But that was it. There was a controversy regarding the sample of this song.
Yes, because we, like many people, on immediately
Yes.
hearing it, said, "Oh, this is Cupid Shuffle," and Cupid said,
Cupid
"This
himself
is my song."
said, "This is
and
Cupid
we
Shuffle."
assumed it had been cleared because it is so overt, but it had not been cleared.
Yes, and this controversy, I couldn't really see. I don't know if it has
got
been
resolved.
or if it was resolved. They didn't make public the resolution because although Cupid was public about it, Pledis never acknowledged it, and Pledis is now under Big Hit, so I don't know like who would be responsible for taking care of this thing, but like. Basically, the main controversy was like when you hear it, the percussion is the same as the percussion line in Cupid Shuffle. And I like read a couple different like musicians' analysis or whatever. And like there's like 3 pieces of the percussion that separately, there's like the hi-hat and the like this and whatever. And so the 3 separate pieces are the same, but they're samples that are like free, right? And you can't like copyright this like sample beat or whatever. But if if they use the same beats and at the same rhythm, then you can make a case for copyright, and the rhythm is different. So it's like if someone took it to court, it would be a weak argument because unless Cupid made that beat himself and copyrighted it. But if it's a sample or they just like used the same like, you know, GarageBand like pre-installed beats, then there's no real case for it.
Sure.
So I don't know, music copyright is really tricky, but
It is really tricky.
it
and
was
that's
a similarity that we heard right away.
Yeah. That's why it's better for companies like, say, with the Super M Dangerous Woman song, just writing Ariana Grande in the credits, even though it's like not the same, just in case.
Yeah, well, that's why Beyonce has like 80 songwriting, like 80 different writers
Just
on
make
all of her
sure.
songs. Like, oh, did you stop by and like make a comment in the writer's room? Your name's going on the list. Like, okay.
One last piece of controversy for Left and Right that had started on this podcast is it started Armpit Gate 2020.
Yes, I didn't end up writing the joke. But yeah, I was going to say this was the dawn of a new armpit era to which we didn't know we would ever have in our lives.
Yeah, but now that
And
we've seen it, we can't
we
unsee
can't
it.
unsee it. The glass is shattered, the veil has been removed, and
We know
our eyes
We
will
look at
never
people's
be, now we
armpits
look at
now.
people's armpits, and that's just a fact about us.
Thank you, 17. All right, here we go. We got to get through this. 23rd, Golden Child, Take a Leap. And the single is called One, parentheses, Lucid Dream.
I'm falling down, 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 down. 완벽한 바다에 추락하는 별. I'm falling down.
Funky bass
I
line.
love it. I
Yeah.
liked that one. Golden Child had some good releases this year.
They did.
I felt like this was a song when I heard the I felt like a whistle would have fit this song well, but there
Right,
was
but it doesn't
not
have
a
one.
whistle in it.
It's true.
Yeah, so it avoided any of the 2020. On the 26th, Blackpink released How You Like That. Da, da, da.
You gon' like that, da 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 da. How you like that? How you like that, da 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 da. Now,
How you like that? Denim looks, like, they don't feel as obvious because of the way that Blackpink is so much of everything. But, like, it's there. There was denim, but also everything else.
So much
the
other
furs
things
and
happening. Yeah,
and the
so much
glitter
other
and
things
everything. This felt like a TikTok moment as well. I feel like lots of people
For
were learning
sure.
that.
A lot of people
That
learned
hip
that.
roll
Yeah,
part
yeah,
in
yeah.
the chorus.
Yeah.
That seemed that like I don't know how people do it.
They like bounce in it.
It's cool though. Anyway, on the 29th, AB6, as 4 members, released Vivid, and the single is called The Answer.
하지 마요 이쯤에서 힌트를 줘 이미 답을 못 찾겠다 quickly I really wanna know I really wanna
Oh. It's got that ohs.
It sure does. And yeah, like a weird Lisa Frankie
Yeah,
universe
there's like
kind
a
of
cotton
thing.
candy sky in the sky.
Yeah, but they're just cute book boys with
Yeah.
books.
Cute little boys in their little hats. I felt like this one had very similar vibes to that End Flying song that came out
Yes.
before.
Similar, brightly colored animal print
Yes.
soft boy sweaters.
Yeah. In that sort of like cartoonish comic book like setting. Yeah, cute. The very same day, the 29th is a big day. A lot of things came out. Woods put out Equal, and the single was called Love Me Harder.
파랗게 like love 환희신 어제 매일 내 머릿속에 너가 맞아 파랗게 love
This was not Woods' debut, but it was my first exposure to Woods. I did not know who he was before. He is a unique and an X1.
A horny
adding to the
one.
horny X1s. This entire choreography is pelvic thrusts. Yes. And I watched every fucking stage of it. It was great. I loved this comeback. The looks were wild. Very
Feather mullet.
Yeah, the mullet was a lot in this comeback. The mullet was a
A
lot.
mullet made of feathers, okay?
Yeah. But trends wise, Whistle, of course.
Yes.
And Horny X1. I would say there's a lot of cowboy agenda to do with his boots. But aside from that, it was not super overt. I feel like a lot of his stages had like cowboy hints.
Yes, and
But
I think
the music video didn't.
Yeah, I also wonder if this was like a Sonic thing in that like seeing him like I think maybe the first thing I took in of this was a relay dance.
I think
and
me
he might
too.
have been wearing like a trench and boots. And I think of that there's like a little jingling sound as a percussion, and to me it sounds like spurs. So that is like where I think I just like have put a cowboy vibe on top of it, whether
Yes.
it was there or not.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. So a Sonic one.
Yeah,
if
a
not
Sonic
an
cowboy
on-purpose
agenda,
one.
I say.
These tumbleweeds are rolling all the way through
Yeehaw.
all of our songs. Same day, the 29th.
We
Third
did them
Eye.
2 support girl groups ago, and I think 3i was the
3i.
name, I think.
Okay, they put out something called Triangle, which the single was Yes Sir, all women.
Yes, sir.
새까만 너 있어 빨려 그런 you 난 떨지 말아요 Baby 덤덤 디기 덤덤 내가 잘 나가는 기분이 어때
Cheerleader chanting.
Cheerleader yelling for sure.
I was also thinking Twice does that too. Maybe maybe JYP is the reason that is the resurgence.
Perhaps.
we could trace it back to him. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, in this music video, they have like really cool, like military-esque, like they're like bathing suits.
Yes.
But they have like
But they have-
epaulets on
yeah,
the
yeah.
sleeves. It's very cool. I think it's better than their last couple comebacks, which have been extremely culturally appropriative.
Yes.
So this
I
is
do
better.
agree. This is a step up. This is a step up.
Still the 29th.
Still the
This
29th.
month is almost over. Hwasa released Maria, and the single is called Maria.
Maria Maria 빛나는 밤이야 날 괴롭히지 마 Maria 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 뭐하러 아둥바둥해 이미 염동돼.
This song got 5 music show trophies, and it won a Mama the other night as well.
Wow. Go Pasa.
It's a big year for Hwasa.
It was a big year for Pasa.
I feel like Hwasa and Jessie are people who like are constantly shat on, but also are very popular.
People love to hate
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
Yeah.
This This music video ended up being less scary than its teasers were.
Yes.
The teasers were like violent and they like implied like a murder concept.
Yeah, and there is like a bloody dinner party scene.
Yes.
Where it's sort of implied that she's like making her guests eat something that might be vile, but I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no like real murder in it.
Right.
But yeah.
Maria.
Oh yeah. Some unnecessary do-rags in this comeback.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
On
that's all I
not
remember.
Hwasa, but on other people.
on her backup dancers. Yeah.
I did really like the look though of the tan bodysuit and the
like,
sweatpants because
baggy
it just felt
sweatpants.
very.
Yeah.
I guess it's very easy to just do like neutral sweatpants.
Yeah. And she had sort of like a just got out of the bath,
Wet
like,
hair.
wet hair,
No
dewy
makeup.
skin.
Yeah.
I did like that.
On the 30th, the last thing for the month, I don't have a clip because it's from girl groups, but Weekly debuted with Tag Me, and Weekly also won a Mama for Best New Girl Group the other night. So
Wow.
good for Weekly.
Good for Weekly.
And that takes us to the end of the quarter.
wow,
Oh
we
my
did
God. That was like 50 something songs,
I
y'all.
know. Is each quarter gonna get longer and longer?
It might. At least in the final quarter, we get to skip October because we did 2 episodes.
That is true. We get to skip October, but I was just thinking, like, are we doomed to, like, in 10 years, we're going to have to start recapping the year in, like, August? Because there's just so
Yeah, we might be setting a bad precedent that we
I know, with
cannot
these
follow
quarterly
through with.
reports. I don't know if this is a good idea. We're going to end up having to do, like, the monthly top 10. Like, chart the tops of the charts every
Oh,
month.
God. Oh, no.
Oh, geez, Louise. All right, anyway.
We'll be right back with the random game. All right, we're back, and we got a real throwback. It's been a while since we've gotten a group this old. But today we got a girl group called Milk.
Yeah. M-I-L-K. Milk.
Milk. And this was a girl group that was formed by an SM subsidiary that was called BM Entertainment in
Yeah.
2001.
Billed as some sort of sister company to SM. This is a 4-member girl group, and they debuted on December 17th, 2001 with a full album With Freshness. But that was really the only thing they ever did. They spent their whole career on these like SM seasonal albums of like,
They used to put out like summer. We talked about it on the BoA episode, but they used to put out like Summer Party, SM Summer Party, or SM Winter Party. They would put out these like compilation seasonal albums.
yeah.
And yeah,
But
these girls,
apparently, Into the New World was supposed to be the title song of the second album for Milk, and it was instead given to Girls' Generation, which seems like a vicious felony, considering the career that became of Milk.
and what that song did for Girls' Generation too. Like that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says also that in 2003, one of the members left, which pretty much led to disbandment. And if you look at the SM credits, the last couple of these SM Town summer vacations, only one member is credited on the track. So I guess they just had a contract to keep up with this one remaining girl until 2007.
Because it also seems like the planned second album that Into the New World was supposed to be the title track of never got released.
Right.
Because they never put out anything that was just theirs. And Wikipedia says that now all of the girls have transitioned into acting careers. So they're not even singers anymore. And it is like, woof.
Yeah, I'm opening
harsh.
I'm opening these two that have Wikipedias to see if I've like seen any of the acting things they've been on. Because if it's like, oh my God, the girl from this was in this group, I'll be so surprised. But cameo.
Oh dear.
Cameo. Department store clerk. These are not big
no.
roles. Oh dear. Oh no, this is getting sadder. That's not what I wanted.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing any like huge acting roles for these people.
That's terrible.
Crazy. Well, we found a music video from that one album in 2001 that they released for a song called Come to Me in 2001. So let's check it out. Here's Milk. All right. says, "Come to me." Oh.
Okay, an all white house that only exists in music videos such as these.
Yeah, it's like panning through, and someone's
Sort of
making
like Wes Anderson
breakfast.
style on a like track where you can see all the rooms, like in a dollhouse.
Oh,
Ooh,
look at their
look
old
those
cell phones.
Oh, this is very like Spice Girls of like.
Bomi, Hyunjin, Jaeyoung,
Look at those pigtails.
Yumi.
Man, they all look so barefaced and young.
Yeah, they were very young.
Oh, look at those outfits.
Oh, they have,
High
like,
socks,
socks and Kangol
skirts.
hats.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god.
Oh no, I love this.
11-year-old me would have fucking.
Oh my
ate
God, yes.
this shit up. Man, look at her adorable outfit.
Yeah, they're just like wearing crisp white outfits and like having video chats with their friends, and they're using their flip cell phones because it's 2001, baby.
Yeah, and the sets and costumes are all white. The only color is like a plant in the background sometimes. Yeah, they just have these like great white suits. Some of them, they're all white suits, but some of them are pants and some of them are skirts. And they just all look great. Wow, Milk. I'm very sorry for you.
This is fun.
This is great.
I love it. And they're doing the big 90s, like
Yeah.
big swingy arms and like big high knee jumps.
And like really big smiles. Oh, and the hands coming through with the hands. And these high pigtails with the fluffies.
with the fluffy scrunchies.
They all have really long black hair.
And the freshest, tiniest child faces.
And like, look at those high-waisted pants with that Diane Keaton vest.
Yeah, it is very Diane Keaton because the way that the shirts are buttoned so
all the way to
high.
the top. I love that girl has been holding a little bun in front of her mouth for like the whole. She keeps trying to take a bite out of it and then like laughing at whatever her friend said on the
She
phone.
can't eat it. And the one who's
She's
just holding the
plant.
plant.
Why is she holding it near her face? Yeah, she's just holding it near her face. It's like a school picture. You need a prop
Yeah.
in the image.
Oh yes,
Wow,
these
look
little
at
like
this cute choreo.
I love this. This is like so my shit.
Yeah, wait, this is like prime 2000. Wow.
Oh yeah, I would have
eaten
blasted
this
this CD if I had it. Yeah, I've said it before, but I think that my K-pop window that I missed is if I had discovered it like before 2004, I think I would have really gotten into it.
Yes, between 2001 and 2003.
Yes. Because it was like, I don't know, whenever I listen to like, I've been listening to like really old BoA stuff, like Milky Way and stuff, and I just feel sad that I didn't have
That you
it when I
didn't
was
have it in your
12.
life.
Like it was,
Yeah.
I could have had it. I just didn't know.
I didn't know. I love that they're going around the walls and not through like any kind of doorway in order to go into each other's rooms.
They're just stepping out of the set
Yes.
because it's not
Because
real.
there's not a door that connects them.
I love this old. I'm trying to think of. I can't while another song is playing, but like an example of like a '90s girl thing that has like a la da da, like that.
Yes, that
that
has
harmony,
something
little
very
like do 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 do. Like
Yeah. This reminded me of something very specific that I can't put my finger on. But Milk is the name of a drag queen, so that's all I think of when I hear the name.
Well, that is a bummer. Screw you, Lee Soo-man. I'm sure this is your
Yeah,
fault.
Definitely 100% all your fault.
But that was cute. Milk. All right. That brings today's episode to a close, and it's time for recommendations. And we had to search real hard because we don't want to talk about anything new because we'll get to it in Q4. But I found a new thing, and I'm starting to sound like a broken record about this Andromeda channel, but I'm not kidding. It's
worth
so
it.
good.
This Andromeda thing. It's just good content.
And so my recommendation is a video of R&B singer BB covering FX's Four Walls. And she really changes up the song a lot. And like her falsetto is so clear and beautiful and strong. And her voice is like weird and pinched and amazing. I don't know. It's amazing. I just
very
think
good.
she's so unique and cool. And it's a cool cover. So BB, Four Walls.
Goosebump inducing. I'm also going to sound like a bit of a broken record, but I feel like I just need to what is the word that I thought of earlier? I feel like I need to pay respect to the deep ace hole that I fell into. Ace hole.
That does sound weird. An ace-hole. You are being such an ace-hole right now.
Leave it in.
Yes. No, of course.
I'm not gonna rephrase it.
No.
It is what it is.
It is what it
it's
is.
what happened. Anyway.
But you need to pay back Ace
need
for
to pay
all of the like
yeah.
joy and awe and
Yeah.
honor
and
that
like
they've brought you.
Yes, and like honestly, like confess to like how much time I've spent in the past few days, like only watching Ace things. And so my recommendation is a Japanese release of theirs called My Lover. The song is great. It's very good, and there's a dance practice of it. That's the only video that exists, but you can buy the song on iTunes and it's on Spotify too.
Good
So
to know.
unlike those old Japanese releases that we never had access to, this one you can own. And it's great. It's a really good song. The choreo is excellent. Ace is very good singers and all their faces are cute and I like them a lot. My choice of my life.
Beautiful. I love that. All right. Well, that was that. We will be back next week with Q3 if we can make it through. I'm like starting to, again, I'm
Already
worried about
dreading
what
it.
we've done here, but we'll figure it out. And if you would like to get in contact with us before then, we can be found at AMA Kpop Pod on Twitter and Instagram, amakpoppod@gmail.com for emails. Ask me about Kpop, the podcast on YouTube. You can join our Patreon, patreon.com/amakpop pod, I believe. That's usually what it is.
PO Box 26096, Los Angeles, California 90026. If you want to send us a little holiday card.
Also, if you would like to leave a voicemail, 181-AMA-KPOP-5. We got a voicemail the other day for the first time in a while, and it was screaming about Kai. That's
Love it.
exactly
That's
what
what
the
it's
voicemail
for.
box is for. So thank you for that. Yeah, and we'll be back next week with Q3, blah, blah,
Q3
if our brains.
are not melted by then.
All right, goodbye. Jonghyun, your inspiration.